No worries. Oh, we are. Here we are. Okay, let's read and start this. Okay, let's begin with this question number 11. Sketch the graphs of y to the power of. So you say you got to sketch the graph of y to the power of 2 to the power negative x, so y equal to 2 to the power negative x, and y equals to 8 to the power 8 bracket 2 to the power x on the same axis, indicating the exact coordinates of the point where they intersect. So they want something specific, which is the exact coordinates where they intersect. So to find the intersection point, so it's quite typical to do that first. Intersection. So what we do is we solve simultaneously. Okay, so to find the intersection, we solve simultaneously. I know there's not a standard arithmetic graph, or sometimes just a bit advanced. You notice that. So it's more of a Singapore syllabus, but certainly good to go a little bit here and there out there. Time to time, we have some question like that. We also explore a little bit, right? As much as we can, if I can. Okay, so just 2 to the power x like that. And one of the easiest way of solving it is just write it in the exponent form, which is 2 cubed, so 2 to the power x. So I'll just link it to prime exponent. That would ultimately solve it. The other, sometimes linking it to power 4 or something, all are coincidental, and it just reduces steps. But the brute force way of linking it to powers of prime will always solve it. So equate exponents or index. So we just say equate index. When the base is same, that's when we know that we can do this. The base same means both of the base are 2, and then that means that then we can do now minus x equals to 3 plus x. So when you solve it, then negative 3 equals to 2x. Or you can see the x is equals to negative 3 over 2. So when this happens, let's say you put in the first one to find that y is equals to negative of x, so negative 3 over 2. In other words, they want the exact. That's why I just keep it in exponent form. 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Whatever that is, okay, in number, numerically. Okay, so this is the part where we, already get the x and y. That means, in other words, what I'm trying to say is, I'm just going to put that as a one-liner here. So the intersection point, all that is just to find the intersection point, which is xy. That means the coordinate negative 3 over 2, it happens to negative 3 over 2, comma, at the y value or y coordinate of 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Okay, then there's a general thing that we have to know about curve sketching. Okay, every curve has its own pattern, and you can learn it in that way to some extent, which is, so I'll just show some curve sketching first before we do our actual one. Okay, please allow me to do that. Here, let's say I do here, another one down here, just beside it, so they're easy to see for comparison. Okay, what am I talking about, this curve sketching part? So we have something like this, x, and y and all that. Okay, so if generally y to the power of y equals to a to the power of x, it always comes out like in advance like that. Okay, y equals to a to the power of x, where a is a constant. Okay, a is bigger than 1 because it shows the growth. A less than 1 is just reverse. Okay, it's just I won't go into details, but you can see it algebraically is just flipping. Okay, dot, 3 dot, where the x-axis is the asymptote. Asymptote is probably a new word sometimes for some of you, which is it means that it will approach the x-axis, the green end here, but it will never reach it. It will never cross over or touch it. That's what an asymptote is. And then if y equals to a negative a to the power of x, so write this side, I change the color so they're easy to contrast that this equation is for that and that is for here. So it goes downward like that, and then it's like going this side upward, and the exponent curve always grows like that. A to the power negative x. Please check now, I fixed the a is bigger than 1 in both cases, in both cases, which is true. And then we get the sketch correctly. And then at where x is 0, this will be 1 in this instant, and x is 0 here is 1 also. So indicating this, we can see the pattern. That means a decreasing exponent and increasing exponent according to whether x or negative x is mapped. Okay, so this is the general curve sketching. It's like sometimes when you learn quadratic sketching, you go and memorize the parabola, right? A is bigger than 0 means it's a U shape. And then if it's a is less than 0, it's a smile and frown shape, like that. So please take it like that. Now we have enough knowledge. So that is why I'm going to recap the equations here and then we're going to link it to that general idea and sketch the two curves on the same axis. So we recap from here. There is the recap part, huh? Okay, so y equals to 2 to the power of negative x. So you can see that this is the second type, the blue type. So perhaps I'll just write in the blue writing itself to match that. So that's easier for you to relate to why I did that. So you can see that the a is actually 2 in this case, and the power negative x like that. And then here we recap the other equation. So y equals 2, I just straight away write down. You all know that I did the exponent. So 2 to the power of 3. Okay, maybe I'll just show that a little bit here, so that you'll really understand. Okay, let's just play some algebra. 2 to the power of x like that. 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of x. Da-da-dan, da-da-dan. As Professor, there's a Professor Abu Osman, superb guy. He always will teach like that. Just play around with the algebra and then you do it. It's, you have to figure it out by yourself, that part, all those things. But it just means that means you have to figure out the algebraic details, Prof. Abu. Huh? Cool. Yes, those days. Okay, so bringing it up like this, he was the initial, like what we say, like the initial founders for the Malaysian Olympiad. So it's a very important figure in the Olympiad field. All are very great. Respect for his contributions. Okay, very strict man. So everybody is frightened of him. Okay, 2 to the power of x plus 3. So this is where we have it like that. So you'll understand what I'm talking. So y is 2 to the power x plus 3. So just two equations. This is the green type. That one is the blue type. 2 to the power negative x. The a is same for both of it. Oh, so they're going to intersect where? Do you notice that the intersection point is different? Because it's got x plus 3. That is not purely x. That means it's kind of like shifted a little bit. So the shifting and all that, don't worry. The shape is the same. So what we do now, just to do the complete sketch now, I do the axis. So the axis look like this. Okay, let me just draw it nicely here. Please take note. Okay, there we are. Then we draw this. This is what? Okay, from this to this. All right, there we are. It's 0 here. So the blue line, let's talk about the blue line, please. So the blue line is y to the power of negative 2 to the power negative x. Sorry, keep getting that part, confused whenever I say. Okay, it's not the most perfect of drawing. Sorry about that. I'm just going to sketch this. So dot, dot, dot to indicate the asymptote. Means approaching the x-axis, but will never reach nor cut it. And always put the label on the line somewhere far away where it doesn't disturb the major drawing or sketch here. Sketch means we use it without using a graph paper. That's another point here. So then the other one, is going to go upward. Yeah, sorry. Almost became like a straight line. It's the most horrible sketch of all. So slowly it'll grow up and then it goes up like shooting up. It's like kind of symmetrical at that from the intersection point. You can kind of think of it like that. I guess it helps. It's like going up, like exponential growth starts growing like that. So this is y equals to 2 to the power of x plus 3. And then this intersection, what does it mean? The intersection means here, dot, dot, dot. So we're taking the intersection point. X is negative 3 over 2. So dot, dot, dot. And 2 to the power of 3 over 2. 2 to the power 3 over 2. Okay, so here we have this intersection point. So now you all begin to understand what is this meaning. And then I forgot 3 dots. These all are part of graph sketching, how to get full mark. 3 dots clearly. So 3 dots means continuing towards the asymptote x-axis in this direction. So this is a complete sketch of these two curves. As you can see, they do not have any branch below this thing because they can never be negative. That's another property of exponents. Okay, so that's how we do this question. Thank you.